Hey guys, David here and welcome to Digital Outlook. Guys, the day just got away from me today. I was actually working on my solar, trying to get it all reconfigured over here. And of course, with the daylight savings time, before I knew it, dusk was upon us. But just check out how gorgeous it is out there. It is just something to behold. And a lot of times, Judy and I will be sitting out there just watching that sun go down. I'll tell you, retirement like that, guys, it is so sweet. And I cannot wait for you guys to enjoy what you're going to see out of this space down the road. Because, guys, I do believe we are going to see some big time appreciation in this space. Franklin Templeton's XRP ETF, guys, it's just showing as listed on the Depository Trust and Clearing Corp's list of assets. And I think the ticker is XRPZ. Now, that tells you a lot, guys. I mean, they are ready to actually let this thing fly. And it is a big time deal. Now, I was reading also an article from Steph's Crypto and different, TA guys out there. And a lot of them are saying, hey, listen, before when we saw from 2013 up to 2017, long period of consolidation, then bang, massive breakout. Then, of course, you had 2018 into that 2020, 2021. What happened? Long consolidation, bang, big time breakout. And of course, now here we are with the 2021 up to 2025. And that is the point they're making, guys. Structurally, nothing's changed. It's still as bullish as ever. We're seeing higher highs and higher lows when you zoom out and you look at the broader chart. And a lot of these TA guys are saying, we could literally see in the next 1 to 3 months, bang, another massive move. Now, I believe it is entirely possible because, of course, you're going to have multiple of these exchange traded funds getting all listed. We know that you're getting the regulatory clarity piece. And don't forget that on November 25th, you got the ISO 222 messaging standard absolutely being solidified across the wide world. There are no more extensions. And if you want to participate as a bank with this new messaging, with this banking system, you've got to be compliant with this new messaging standard. And we know, guys, that is being built upon all of this kind of distributed ledger technology is going to be employed in that. And having said that, there are only 2 blockchain organizations that were involved in the ISO 222 Messaging Standard Council. That was Ripple and Stellar. And that right there should tell you lots, I'll tell you what. And I really do believe that we are about to see something that we have not seen, guys, for generations. The change that is going to come upon us within the next 12 to 18, 24 months is going to be staggering. Absolutely staggering. And you watched what we heard there at Ripple Swell with BlackRock and, of course, Citibank, BNY Mellon and the government and all that coming out and literally saying they are looking at tens of trillions of dollars coming into this space, and tokenization of all of these securities, tokenization of real estate, tokenization of debt, and on and on. And you got the powers that be that are ones out there telling you that. But how many people are really listening? How many are genuinely paying attention? How many are focused on the little day-to-day price action and not really seeing, the broad picture of what's going on? A lot of folks, guys, are missing it completely. And of course, they're using this whole government shutdown to keep people's attention away from this and from that and all that. More people are worried about the SNAP benefits than they are worried about their entire future. And you think that just a small little bit invested right in the right soil could produce such a harvest that for generations your family are going to bless your name. I'll tell you what, that is really what I believe is going to go down. When we saw the internet coming in, and for those of us around my age, and you were there, come on, we were out there, we were just getting married, we were just having our kids, the internet came out. Most people were completely oblivious to it, or if they did have any exposure to it, it was very, very little. And when it came to email, most people, it took a little while for that to kind of take on. And remember the AOL, you got mail? Wow, that really kicked it off. And of course, you had movies made about it and all this kind of stuff. Most people did not see the investment potential in what it could actually do for them in a financial way going forward and they missed it, completely missed it. Of course, social media. A lot of people completely missed that. You had MySpace and all those ones early on. And then, of course, we see these other big behemoths coming out there, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, on and on. So many people missed out on that. How many of us, again, missed out on that Bitcoin story? And I can't help but bring it up because I missed it bad. But my point is this. We all have had and seen opportunities presented right before us. This one, it's about as clear as day if you're willing to look at what's coming down the road on a financial basis and how the financial infrastructure of the wide world is absolutely changing big time. And the opportunity that it presents to truly see your fortunes change, and not just for you, but for your kids and your grandkids, is, for me, it's absolutely mind-boggling. I don't think for generations we have seen opportunity like we see today. That's my 100% biased opinion on it, guys. But I'll tell you what, you can get out there and make yourself aware and be educated about what's coming. And as far as that goes, we've just opened up our mastermind, Exponential Mastermind. And in there, guys, we're presenting things in there that we can't even talk about on YouTube, and the opportunities that are there. And that link is in the description. You can actually join in on that. But I'm telling you, there are so many opportunities. And this is where, for folks like you and I, to go up and dig those up and to see, hey, is there a potential for me to see a life change here? That's all I'm encouraging you to do. Look, at the end of the day, if you actually go through all that research and you come back and you say, yeah, but you know what, it's not for me. Well, at least you can look back and you've done your due diligence and you made that decision and that kind of thing. But most people, they're going to get down the road and they'll say, why, oh, why? How did I not know? And in fact, that's the question I think they're going to ask you that do go out and make it. They're going to say, how did you know? And the second question they're going to ask is, why didn't you tell me? Right there, guys. That's how it's going to go down. But I'm telling you, big time deals happen in this space. That Franklin Templeton XRP ETF getting listed on the Dtcc tells you everything you need to know. And I'm going to drop the link to that article right down in here. Go read it for yourself, guys. Lots of stuff going on. And I'll tell you what, tomorrow we're going to have a fantastic Saturday question and answer. And of course, Sugar on Sunday, great nuggets of encouragement. And guys, until then, have a fabulous one and take care.